Hello, my evil minions. Today I will be casting a TNT tournament match between Sasha and Dgrazian. I'm casting this because I have free time, and the other casters have not been casting any games, so because I wanna watch the games, I am going to have to cast them myself. So let's just go into the replays, and let's start with match one. We have Sasha here in the eastern corner in a Quartermaster green, and Dgrazian Daniel in Common Folk Red on the west corner. The map looks pretty balanced. Both players have relatively easy uh, expansions. Uh, Sasha can defend her expansion along this river, but Grazian's expansion is a little bit more exposed, and there's this high ground up here. Luckily for Grazian, Sasha does not have any ferrets, so... Oh! Huge plays from Sasha. Looks like it's just a safety warren, but if Grazian didn't respect it, she could have pushed. But looks like she won't. Looks like it's just a safety warren. Both players getting up to 8 farms. Sasha is a little bit behind because of the warren, but maybe she will be able to get some tempo value. But probably not. Warren is already getting up on Grazian's side. I'm gonna speed up the early game. We have seen this a million times already. Both players going up in warrants. Just standard plays from both players. Oh! Sasha going for a tier 2, a sneaky tier 2 behind the tree. Didn't even see that. Uh, Sasha really likes to go for Falcon Steel 2. You don't usually see that because Falcons are fragile, so usually you want some melee unit, like pair them up with a melee unit like camps or moles or lizards. So that is why we don't usually build them along with squirrels. But it can work. You can easily pull it off if you macro it well enough, and if your opponent isn't targeting them down. Huge plays from Dgrazian, going for that badger. Looks like it was scouted by Sasha. Uh, yeah, Dgrazian is playing kind of defensively right now. He got the fire camp, the fireplace, to get some extra food. That is probably a misplay, because he should have been investing more into army. Sasha is now pushing, because she knows she has the advantage. She also went into some snakes, which will hard counter basically the badger, especially with no pigeons out from Grazian. Oh, this cliff abuse is pretty bad for Grazian. He has basically no units out. All his squirrels got sniped, and Sasha took off a pick. But now the badger is out, and he will be able to push it back at least a little bit. But he has no pigeons out, so like 2 snake attacks, and the badger will die. Come on, Grazian. Yeah, there it is, there it is. Should probably wait a little bit for at least 2 pigeons, so he doesn't just die instantly to the snake attacks, but... I mean, they are equal on farm, so he doesn't even have to push. He can just chill and build up his advantage. His pigeon advantage. Pigeon army. Oh, pushing into this high ground is going to be a bit awkward. Like, he's going to die. Oh, no! Oh, careful with your commander, Grazian. Yo, oh, unfortunate miss micro. He microed it straight into the opponent's army, and that's probably GG. Grazian's army. Oh, and there's the tap out. There's the tap out. Huge plays from Sasha. Well, huge, I mean, standard plays from Sasha, you know. Who I would not expect anything less from Sasha. Nice strike from Grazian. Trying to get the tier 3 out to take out the pro player, but unfortunately Unfortunately, Sasha was ready with the counter, scouted it, and just pulled out the victory. So let's go for match 2. Uh, Sasha again on the west side, Dgrazian in the east side. This is... They're spawned a bit closer to each other. Relatively easy expansions for both players. Dgrazian has a bit of a backdoor on the east side. I meant a pocket expansion. It's not really a pocket expansion, it's a back expansion, but uh, it would be a nice third one, a nice third expansion, or maybe just as a natural if he, I don't know, wanted to have his mill further from the front lines. I mean, if he plops down his army here, it would be pretty hard for Sasha to attack this mill. Uh, Another safety warrant from Sasha. That's pretty standard. Well, it's not very standard, but it's something some pro players do so they don't get cheesed by moles or something. Dgrazian respecting the safety warrant with his own. And both players macroed up to 8 farms. It's just a classic match. Oh! Dgrazian tried something with the mole, but yeah, you can't do anything. The squirrels are already out. He's just trolling. Yeah, we are again in the quiet part of the game. Both players just arming up, thinking about their next move. Sasha with the tier 2 skunks, standard play, and oh, actually Sasha went with the falcons, and Grazian went with the skunks, which is the standard play, which is a play you usually see. Skunks actually counter falcons, cause the skunks will kill the tier 1 squirrels, which are shielding, which are meat shields basically for the falcons. So if you take out the squirrels, you can then take out the falcons. Sasha also going for the camps, which will uh, basically counter the skunks and will also tank for the falcons. So a nice comp from Sasha. Uh, yeah. Usually you want at least 2 skunk warrants, because when you have only 1 skunk warrant, that's 2 skunks. That's not really enough to lay down a lot of gas. So it's not that effective, but it can still be nice to have 2 skunks as a poking tool, and like the gas they lay down is still pretty good. But it won't melt the whole tier 1 army on its own. Looks like Dgrazian might be pushing here. Oh, laying down the mole warrants. That will be really useful to tank the cam shots and falcon shots. Oh, nice engage from Sasha, getting those camps right on top of his army, on top of Grazian's army. Looks like it's actually quite a bit of an even trade. Ah, nice snipe on the falcon, on the skunk I mean, by the falcon. Sheesh. Looks like it's a victory for Sasha then. Uh, yeah, and pulls back. She doesn't want to overextend. It was a nice trade. Grazian lost a lot of value on the mole warrants, so Sasha should be ahead right now. Grazian should not be pushing. He should not be pushing because he's expanding. This is a bad idea. Oh, Sasha snipes a few squirrels. He really needs to get behind the mill so his warrants start tanking. Man, both players floating a lot of food right now. Sasha going into snakes, which is an odd choice. She hasn't seen really any tier 2 or tier 3 things from Grazian, but maybe she's doing it just for safety, to have a nice balanced comp, you know. That's not bad. And she can still use the snakes to poke or snipe those skunks down. Dgrazian now ahead, 3 farms to 0, but Sasha is also expanding. Hmm. Looks like we have stabilized. Both players just chilling. Oh! Dgrazian saw this skunks off. I don't think I can agree with that. I mean, if Sasha scouts this, she could push maybe. But it's kind of greedy. This is kind of... Oh, Sasha is pushing. You really need the skunks to take down the squirrels from Sasha, so it's kind of a bad play. I mean, what do we have? Nothing. We have just squirrels. And he will just melt to the skunks and Falcons. Huge misplay from Dgrazian. Huge misplay. He should not have sold those skunks. He should have also stayed behind the mill, and he went in front of the mill and just get sniped down. So sad, so sad. Well, that's a second victory for Sasha. Uh, let's watch the third game. This is a best of 5, so if Sasha wins this, she will win the whole match. So this is a match point for Sasha. Let's go. Again, Sasha on the west side, Dgrazian on the east side. Dgrazian with the... Man, nice symmetric maps, man, in this match. We're getting nice symmetric maps. I mean, Sasha has more mills on her side, but the terrain is pretty symmetric. Okay, let's skip through the early game again. Both players going up to standard 8 farms. Nothing special. Oh, whoa, whoa! Grayson trying a mole rush here. Clearly he hasn't studied the uh, epic urban olive mole rushing guide, because he rushed only a single farm, which doesn't give you any value. He lost like 7 food when you take account, well, more. He lost like 20 food, counting for the damaged mole and the damaged mole run-in. And he only delayed Sasha's farm for like a few seconds. So we lost the value and probably lost tempo too. Also, ooh, nice try from Sasha. Almost sniped the mill, but yeah, this only works when you mill expand first, not when the enemy has already had any warrants built. I mean, she was counting on Dgrazian being out of position, and well, it almost worked, but yeah, it takes a bit too long for a single ball to destroy a mill, for that to work. Anyway, Sasha up here with a greedy build order, 2 farms, and going straight into tier 2. Both players actually going into double tier 2, double falcons. That's kind of crazy. I've never seen this. Never seen this. Sasha is unfortunately for Dgrazian ahead by 1 farm. He should balance that out, otherwise he'll be behind. Sasha sees everything. She'll probably eco now. I mean, she has more army. She has more army, more eco. Like, oh. Nice try from Dgrazian, trying to cliff abuse. But Sasha, the cliff abuse master, already saw it coming. Snipes a falcon. Huge loss for Dgrazian. And yeah, tries to get back into the game with some greed. Sasha going up to 3 farms in total. 4 farms on a new mill. So Dgrazian is kinda ahead right now. Sasha going into the classic Falcon cam comp. And a maxed mill for Dgrazian. And Sasha will do the same. Nice. We haven't seen any tier 3s from Sasha yet. Oh. Dgrazian getting the wolf. That will be pretty useful to get an even harder eco advantage. And of course, the wolf will also buff his military units. Oh, looks like Sasha saw the wolf, obviously. So she's going for a push. Oh, and Dgrazian is unfortunately out of position, trying to snipe the pigs. Oh, huge place from Sasha, waiting for Dgrazian to be out of position and pushing it to. Oh my god! But Dgrazian's army comes in from the flank, snipes a lot of Sasha's units down. Sasha snipes the mill, but maybe if Dgrazian wins the army trade, he can push and equalize the eco. Come on! Oh, Dgrazian sniping the Falcons and winning the Falcon War. If he pushes up, Sasha has no anti-air troops, so oh my god. I Dgrazian does keep his wolf, so maybe he will be able to uh, win a push with the wolf buff. But Sasha is also building even more army and has already rebuilt her losses. And like every second we wait, Sasha gets 8 more food than Dgrazian per second. So Dgrazian really has to go now. He has to go now, or he has no chance of victory. What is he doing? He's clowning around. Come on, push. Sasha is amassing her army for defense. Ooh, unfortunately, Dgrazian goes in with half of his army lagging behind because it was not fox buffed. Wolf buffed, I mean. He split up his army, man. He should have waited for his army to ball up. Well, that's it then. Cannot believe that Sasha, the pro player, defeated Dgrazian, the not pro player. Huge plays from both sides. But yeah, Sasha wins the match. And yeah, good plays from both players. Uh, and see you, I guess, in the next cast, which I probably won't cast. But I don't know, just bye bye.